Hello again, everybody, and welcome back to the show. And like always, it's the beginning of the week, and it's time for us to ask each other a few questions and get to know each other a little better as we dig deep. My name is Travis.
And I'm Peel, and this is the Travis and Peel Show.
Dig deep.
Ladies and gentlemen, you know the rules. We take 3 cards here, one of each different level based on the game Let's Dig Deep by What Do You Meme? And we're going to pick those out right now at random. We don't ever look at these. We just pick them up at random, and we answer them at random. And here we go. We got our icebreaker. We have the deep.
Are we going to go deeper too?
And you know what? We just happen to have a healthy amount of deeper questions.
Oh, shit,
right here.
son. Let's do it.
You weren't expecting it at all, even though I just said we're doing 3.
You went deeper, and I was like, holy crap, I thought we were only going to get deep.
Yeah. Look, story of my life, man. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
Man.
All right.
I think it's time to break some ice, right?
I'm just knocking shit all over the place, and we're gonna go with the icebreaker. This is very topical. This is very topical because we just spoke about this a moment ago. But Chinese or Mexican food?
No. Ooh.
Yeah, so real quick,
Mexican.
little inside ball for you guys. Peel's actually ordering Chinese food right now, so it's just a little bit of irony here. It's all random. This is how the universe works sometimes. So Mexican food, you said.
Mexican. Oh, yeah, chips and salsa, man. A little queso action, margaritas, shots of tequila.
Can I blow your mind?
Dip,
Can I blow your mind a little bit?
What's that?
I'm going to blow your mind. All right, here in California, they have no fucking clue what queso is. No clue. Right?
Okay. Good for them.
It's okay. You don't find that any interesting whatsoever that like one of the Mexican food capital of the world, they have no clue what queso is, and the rest of the world loves queso. That's not like insane to you. By
There's no
any
queso
stretch?
in LA.
No, there's no queso. So queso, I mean, literally,
There's a cheese
very, very
juice.
literally means cheese. And there's like queso fresca, queso blanca, and so there's different
Queso
types.
fundido.
Yeah,
Chorizo.
queso fundido. So there's tons of different like styles of queso, but none of them equate to the melted cheese. It's very, very
Cheese
hard
dip.
to find here. So it was very disappointing. So like when I was like, I came from Atlanta being like, I cannot, not from Atlanta, from Atlanta and Charleston being like, I cannot wait for Mexican food here in LA. It's going to be amazing. And it is very, very, very good. But you're missing that, like not having that queso, like the salsa and the queso together. Like, it just kills the experience for me.
Is Mexican
So-
your choice as well?
Mexican is my choice, I think.
That's
I think
good,
Mexican
man.
is my choice. I know. Like, I love me some Chinese. I do. I like Chinese food.
I do.
It's great. It's fantastic. Now, if this was sushi or Mexican food, that's another conversation. But Chinese food, like, Chinese is one of those things where it's kind of a dime a dozen. And people may feel that way about Mexican
wins
food
that
as
battle.
well. Yeah, sushi wins the battle for me, for sure. But when Mexican food, like, Mexican food varies. Like, you have to really find a good Mexican spot, in my opinion. Like, there's tons of, like, mediocre places. But when you find, like, that one Mexican restaurant, like, it's kind of hard to like break off from that restaurant. Whereas Chinese food is just kind of like any strip center Chinese place, and they all have the same menu. Have you noticed they all have the same exact menu? Like I'm talking like more of that fast casual walk in, pick up and leave type of not more or less a dine in experience. But they all have the same menu, the same images, same fonts, and everything like that. Those places like are really, really hit or miss. But yeah, at the end of the day, it is Mexican food all day, a day. Holla at your boy. All right, deep. What is your go-to joke or one-liner? Go-to
I can't say
joke.
I have a go-to. I'm a
Yeah, I
plethora of one-liners,
If you will.
Jokes. He's got jokes. Girl.
I'm not really a joke teller, to be honest with you. Like, I haven't reached that level of like
At
quote
times,
unquote.
I'm just funny. It's just a natural thing. I'm quick. That's what I am.
Yeah, see, I've never been really successful with like the prepared jokes or scripted jokes or anything like that. Like improv has always been my strength. If there's one strength I ever had in theater,
there was this blind man, right?
So yeah, this one's kind of tough. Like go-to joke or one-liner. I don't know. Like I'd really have to like.
I do this at work, and it's not necessarily like a joke or anything. It's just something stupid, but it puts a smile on people's face. So whenever somebody, like one of my employees, is leaving or something, they're like, "All right, well, have a great day." And I was like, "Hey, before you leave, can you do me a big favor?" And they're like, "Shit, what the fuck?" Generally, because you're about to leave, and the manager's asking you something, and I was like, "Can you have a great day?" "All right, thank you, bye bye."
That's the worst.
And it's so stupid.
That's the worst.
But they smile and they laugh. And I do it to like everybody every day.
Hey, do me a favor and have a great day on purpose. Like go fuck yourself with your no.
But no, that's my little one-liner, and I do say that. And yeah, everybody thinks it's goofy or dad joke-ish or just whatever, but it makes people smile. So whatever.
Yeah, I can't really think of anything. I like I said, I'm not a one-liner kind of guy. I'm with you. Like it's more or less off the cuff and it's hit or miss. Sometimes it's funny, sometimes it's
situational.
Not. Hey, yeah, you're not going to.
I made a living that way.
There you go. Well, we're gonna make a living getting super super deep, and the deeper question is, have you ever been arrested and what for? Have you ever been arrested and
yes.
What for? You've been arrested?
Yeah.
How did I not know this?
I don't know.
Or have you told me and I just didn't remember?
I'm pretty sure you knew. But once again, I don't know. I don't know what you do and do not know.
This is true. Kind of deep.
But yes, I have been arrested. I was driving some people with me. And we were going to actually play football. We used to gather around in this area called Lizana, and we'd play like outside football, and there was big games. It was like straight up, like
big yard tackle football, things like that.
Oh yeah, yard tackle football on this like elementary football field. And so scooped up some boys that I worked with, and we were gonna go play with some of my other friends, and everybody who I picked up was smoking the reefer, and so coming around this bend, I saw a car pull out behind me with no lights on, no headlights, no anything, just coming around. And I was just like, that's a cop. I was like, if you guys have anything on you, please dispose of it right now. Got pulled over. Car obviously reeked. And so he pulled me out and he's just like, "Hey, you've been smoking?" I was like, "Actually, no, I have not been smoking." I was like, "People were in my vehicle and that's why I did smell that way." And he's like, looking on them. Nobody had anything on them. So during this whole entire time when he's talking to everybody else, I'm in the back of his car and he's already handcuffed me. He goes through my car. He's like, goes to my glove box, going through all this other stuff, comes up to me like 5 minutes later. It's like, "Hey, I need you to sign this. It's a consent to search your car." And only thing I asked was, "Well, we've already searched it. So what happens if I don't sign it?" And like, "Oh, you want to be a smart ass lawyer?" So took me to jail. Got rang up on charges of driving while under the influence.
Wow.
And then I had to do defensive driving classes, had to do a little, 3-month class segment thing where I had to go to. It ended up costing me altogether about $2,500 and just taking the classes. And then I had to pay to get it expunged off my record after I think it was 5 or 7 years. So that was another like $600, but hey, all over with, all gone, not on my record.
I'm sorry that happened to you. I do remember you telling me that now, that you told the story. So
that's one of my arrests.
Wait, one?
That's one of my arrests. I've been arrested 3 times, but you only get one.
Are you serious? Okay, we're gonna have that discussion online. Okay. So I've never been arrested. Now, if the question was, have you done many of things that you could have been arrested for, if caught by, at the wrong time, wrong place, wrong time, yeah, plenty of stories there. But no, here's my thing. I've always wanted the experience. Hear me out. I understand. Every day, your everyday schlubs like us, just regular guys, an arrest is damaging. Like, we don't have $2,400 on hand or $2,400 plus to pay for fines and classes and things like that. We don't have that.
Before Doge.
Hey, I invested as well. Welcome to the Dogecast, everybody. We're just gonna go ahead and cut this thing short, this Dig Deep short, and we're gonna talk about some Dogecoin to the moon, baby. So anyway, I've people think I'm crazy, and I've said this 100 times to people. I've always wanted to get arrested. I don't want to right now because like we're not in a position to where, like, if we get arrested for something serious, it's going to have serious implications on our lives because how fragile the middle class, living in the middle class is. So I've always wanted to be like rich, like a celebrity, and then get arrested because like really let's talk about, like, let's be honest, like there's no penalty really. Like you do have to pay fines and everything like that, but if you are massively rich and you get a DUI, what does that do to you? What does it do to your life? It affects nothing, right?
Yeah.
So I've always wanted to like
some endorsements, maybe, depending on what kind of.
It depends on what it is. I'm not talking about going off and like doing a violent crime or anything like that, but like something.
But I mean,
DUI,
no, that's frowned upon. I mean, certain companies will back off because you were irresponsible. So
sure. I'm not saying DUI though. I'm saying like a B&E, petty larceny, something good.
A B
like something,
and an E.
A B and an E. I could just do the B. Just take off and just take off. I've always wanted the experience, but I don't want the repercussions.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Is that a weird thing to say? It's something that I hope I never experience unless I'm in a position where it never
getting
affects me.
arrested, and if you're a smart person, you learn to not do it again. Quit breaking the law, asshole. You learn, and the dumb people don't, and they keep doing the same thing over and over again.
Right.
I learned and grew from my experiences.
There you go. Yeah, I know a lot of people who have been in that situation and
it was all before the age of 25.
Keep on doing it.
Trouble, so.
Yeah. Interesting. Okay, so I knew about the one. I gotta pry those other two out of you.
Throughout the show, I'll tell the other two.
Okay.
This episode, throughout the course of the show, it'll come.
So, ladies and gentlemen, that is one. And speaking of one, I need you to do me a favor. I need you to give us one like, one share, one subscribe, just one of those. Tell one friend, one enemy about the Travis and Peel Show, and we would be eternally grateful because
and
that's
leave
how we
one
grow.
comment.
And leave a comment. That's how we get better. That's how we improve.
And we'll guess where you were going with it.
Exactly. Well, maybe not do that. It's not very conversational. But you guys take care. Have a good one. We hope you enjoy this week's rendition of Dig Deep. And we will catch you on the flippity flop.
Nasty Nate.